What's happening? So this is gonna be real quick, man. I'm gonna run through very quickly what I thought of E3, and personally, this sucked. I don't care if you're a fan of Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. This just wasn't for you. It wasn't for me. I don't know who the hell this whole damn E3 was directed towards, but it was fucking horrible. Xbox, we saw Uncle Phil begging for fucking the current Xbox people to remain faithful and hopefully stay with Xbox um, while they transition into trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing wrong when they know what the fuck they're doing wrong. Um, I didn't care about the five studios. I don't care about any of the shit he said. I'm more terrified that the games that look good to me will be canceled more than anything. Um, I hope that everything comes true in how he was presenting because he was really setting up for a future we all don't know anything about. He stunted the sales of the Xbox One X to people who are like me, who are on the fence about buying an Xbox One X or a PlayStation 4 Pro. He made sure you put a stop to that thought process. Uncle Phil, you fucked up big time, and I'm not gonna say you didn't. Yes, you had games. Unfortunately, I don't trust you. Due to the fact Crackdown 3 is delayed to 2019, that game probably won't see light until well after 2020. With the fact of how you keep delaying the motherfucker. You can say, oh, I'm being picky. PlayStation's fucking conference was horrible too. It withdrew your attention, meaning you wanted to watch it, and then as soon as you wanted to watch it, they made it to where you didn't want to. They basically were like, oh, you're into the conference? Well, fuck you, get away from it. Don't deal with it. It was very confusing. A lot of people watched it and were like, is it over? What the fuck are they doing? They didn't know what the fuck they were doing over at Sony. They disappointed a lot of people. A big outcry about that between fans of Sony over Sony. The overall presentation was fucking horrible, enough to bring the overall conference down. Not talking about the games they showed, talking about the overall experience. It was just bad. Um, which brings us to Nintendo. Nintendo, you just skim through all the content you're getting. You are playing a dangerous game. You just got third party support for this console, and you're only a year old. You do not have the right to skim through all the new content just so you can go to the content you want to talk about. Either open the direct up with that content that you want to talk so heavily about, or put it at the end of it like you did, but make the direct a longer direct, like an hour and a half. That way you can focus on the games you know your fans want, like Dragon Ball Fighters. I myself have been waiting on this. Excuse me. Why did it have a 30-second clip? No release date. Just said it was coming out this year, and I think it said in the fall. Um, They skimmed over another game called, I swear it was like Ninja AI or some shit like that. I really don't remember. It looked incredible, but they literally skimmed over it, making you go, it looked good, but I don't know, I need more info. This is why Nintendo failed. You guys failed because you failed to deliver the Nintendo Direct we wanted. You failed because you didn't bring that charm. You failed because you skimmed over a good chunk of content that we all wanted info on. You spent some time on Damien X Machina, which hopefully that's the name of the game. I could be wrong. It looks good. It reminds me of Implosion. I'm buying that game day one. So, again, I don't disagree with people when they say it and Nintendo's was horrible. Excuse me. Where I am disagreeing with people is when they pick one who actually won the event. Like when they're like, oh, Sony or Xbox won E3. I'm like, nobody won E3. They were all fucking terrible. Nothing is coming directly for the rest of this year for Xbox other than another fucking Horizon game. And that sounds bad because it's Forza, but how many Forza games do we have this generation? Seriously, Forza, take the fucking rest of the generation off already. Uncle Phil, you need something besides racing games and strategy shooters. You wonder why you're becoming irrelevant when two major consoles release two major games. It's because of shit like that. Seriously. I'm only going to point this out this last time for this video. When it came down to Horizon versus Zelda, it was a good sales battle. But Xbox, Uncle Phil, what did you bring to that table? What did you bring for your fans? Halo Wars 2. And you wonder why that game didn't sell. You wonder why nobody fucking likes you. You wonder why nobody pays you any fucking attention. It's because you make stupid decisions like that. You have an entire fan base who's been crying and begging for JRPGs. And instead of making Tales of Vesperia backwards compatible, you want to release a definitive edition. If you would just make the game backwards compatible right now, those people who are going to go out and buy it will probably still go out and buy it, but they'll be able to play it now. I've been saying you should have that game backwards compatible since backwards compatible was a thing. I don't know why it takes y'all so long to have these games just be able to be played on the next gen console. I remember when I had a PS1, if I wanted to play those games on the PS2, I just had to have the game and plug it the fuck in. I didn't have to abide by no damn list. So, that aside, E3 had no winners. None. I don't know what Konami was doing there, as if they have some free forgiveness card. No, they have no business at E3. They're not going to show anything worth a damn. They fucking suck. It's time to move on, Konami. You failed. How the hell you built a company around one man and had the audacity to fire that one man is beyond me. EA, of course, that was going to be a terrible shit show. If anybody thought any different, you're out of your damn mind. But overall, from the major three that I watched the event for, they all sucked. They all failed in their own way. The games were not the problem. It was the people who were presenting these things to us. That is 100% facts. The presentations in which we watched were so bad, even though the games were good, it brought them down. None of them deserve an A, none of them deserve a 10, none of them deserve any of that high quality shit because they didn't put the work in. And this video has gone on long enough. Deuces.